So welcome. We're going to start in a minute or so, but a couple of things to mention first of all. So firstly, we're going to be working on moving backwards today. Thought it was quite an important element to cover, where people can learn to also move backwards and still throw effective techniques. So that's what we're going to be covering today. And secondly, but more importantly, definitely, is that the BKK had some sad news yesterday in that Sensei Gareth Rowlands passed away on Sunday morning, stroke Saturday night. I'm not sure of the details, but you probably are fairly familiar with his daughters, Jamie and Hayley Rowland. And obviously our condolences go out to the whole family, and at this horrible time for them all, of the sudden departure of their dad and husband. What we are planning to do today to mark our respects to the family and Sensei Gareth Rowlands is to wear our gis in the opposite way as ceremonial for respect values, and we're also going to do 1 minute in Moksho. Now that be in Masubidachi or in Seiza, so it's entirely your option. In relation to the gi being on the other way, for those that don't know, obviously normally it is left over right, and today we will be wearing right over left, like so. So if you could all please change your gis now, and we'll start off with the 1 minute silence either in Masubidachi in Moksho, or if you prefer in Seiza. That being said, obviously have a great lesson. Nothing changes in the terms of training. It's just it's really appropriate to start off the session by showing our respects to Sensei Gareth and the family. So hopefully you're all aware of it anyway, and if not, I'm sure the family would like to hear your comments if you haven't already passed on your regards. Wesley, anything to add on either of those subjects?
Nope. To be fair, nothing really. It's very sad news. We can only be there for the people in hard times. Well, don't let it let it encourage you to live by the day, enjoy as much of your time as you never know when it's not going to be there anymore. So I'd say let's start off with a minute, and then we can do some other talking as well.
Yes, okay.
I won't spotlight anyone at this time, so it's just you can all put it on gallery view instead of speaker view, and we will start off with a minute of rest. Yep.
Okay, cool. I've got a timer, so I will start that myself, and let's start. So, in position and Moksho. and Mokushiyame. And that's it. Okay, excellent. Thank you everyone for joining us in that as a mark of respect. Anything else, Wes, before we start?
Nope. Yes. If you have a question or something is unclear, please let us know. Also, as Darren said, we will be working on techniques backwards. This is not only handy within your committee, but this is going to be very helpful when you do all sorts of kihon. Even in several katas, we have some backward bits. And what Darren and I were talking about is, especially when people go backwards, there's not a lot of power and not always the right techniques. So we're going to work on that. Hopefully on the 4 basic stances that we worked already. So think about Zenkutsu Dachi, Kokutsu Dachi, Kiba-dachi, Senshin Dachi. But we'll just see how much time we got left, because to be fair, we're not
like
the So basic stuff to start off with, basic, then combination by Darren as he will start with Zenkutsu Dachi. Then I will do a combination on the Zenkutsu Dachi part, and then I'll go over to the next stance, and that's how it's going to be today. Use the chat, have fun, enjoy. Darren.
Let's go. Okay, cool, excellent, good stuff. So as mentioned, we're going to be starting off on Zenkutsu Dachi now. Obviously, with one of the problems is people are very unsure of where their weight goes when they start moving back. They think because they're moving back, their weight starts moving back, and it gets very confusing if we're in backwards leaning stances already, like Kosudachi, but we're gonna Wes is gonna cover that. So obviously with Zenkutsu Dachi, it's always 60-40, and when we're going back, we need to make sure that we transition this. What we need to concentrate is ear, shoulder, hip. They're always going to be in a straight line here. And then as we're stepping back, we're still maintaining this, and that the power is still going forward all the time in our stances. Okay, so please do try to focus on these elements all the time. Make sure that even if we are stepping back, a key driver is going to be this front knee to make sure that it is over the ankle stroke instep. Okay, the moment it starts dropping behind that ankle means that the weight starts to drop on the heel, and that means that your body weight is going backwards. Maybe not 100%, but it's not going forward like it needs to be. Okay, so let's start off with Zenkutsu Dachi. We're going to keep the basic techniques really quite simple to single elements. So we're going to start off with Chuden Oitsuki on the Zenkutsu Dachi. We're just going to do a little bit of a warm-up just to start the body weight going backwards with some backward lunges, and then we're going to actually move into the stance. Okay, everybody understand what we're covering today? Any problems? That's what the chat's there for, but make sure the weight is on the ball of your feet all the time. Okay, right, let's go. 20 lunges going backwards. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, go. Body weight going forward. Rook, ish, ach, ke, ju, ich, ni, san, shi, go, rook, shish, ach, ke, ju. Okay, so we're going to start moving. We're just going to use the Zenkutsu Dachi position at the moment, still as a warm-up process before we start adding in any techniques. So we're in position, Maiga and Barai. Yay! Standard going back in position. Hey! Okay, so we're just going to be doing forward and back with the right leg. So we're sliding forward and we're sliding back. We've got 10, as in 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 on the right, change legs, 10 on the left, and really start to think about how your body is shifting through that planes of going forward and back. And try not to be doing any of this stuff, because it's very common that when people go forward, they start doing this. Keep the core strong, keep the weight over, so that when we drive, either way, eventually, our body structure is going to be fairly solid, and that avoids the moving around and the swaying of the body like this, which then means that the movement of power in our techniques is also not shifting so much. Okay, so just with the stance forward and back. Okay, we can be in Furudachi, Kamadachi, gammon cover, wherever you like, you feel comfortable. Okay, moving forward. Back. He. Sun. She. Go. Rook. Ish. Ach. Get. Cheer. And change legs. Okay, same thing, forward and back. H. E. Sun. Sheep. Go. Rook. Ish. H. Get. Cheer. And narrow. Coming up. Good thing to really remember, and it's a lot easier when you're in the fighting position because you have a bend on both your legs. When we're in Zen Kusudachi or some of the other stances, because the weight distribution isn't so even, or we have a straight back leg, what people tend to do is this, and then that's when they start to lean back. Make sure you take the flex on this leg before we start moving. We need to bend the leg so that we're already transitioning through, and this knee is getting in position, ready to start driving that power forward towards the end of the technique, okay? So do think about that. Now we're gonna start to add the techniques in. So we've got 10 on the right. Actually, we'll do 15. 15 on the right, change legs, 15 on the left. Then we'll move forward through an exercise, fighting combination, exercise over to Wes, okay? All clear on the process so far. Okay, I do not want to see people going like this. Can't see you all, but I can see you, so I will be watching. Let's really try and get the most power going forward, even though we're going backwards. Okay? All good? Excellent. So, Furudachi, Maiga number right. Hey! Shia! Okay, so we're moving forward. We're going in. Oitsuki, and then obviously when we go back, Oitsuki, okay? Use that rotation slightly on the body to create the power and the punch, but the most important thing, especially when we're going back, is to keep that weight going forward still, okay? Ready? Left arm out. Let's go. Ready? H! E! Sun! She! Go! Right! Aish! Aish! Hit! G! H! E! Sun! She! Go! And now we're on the opposite leg already. If you haven't got room, just adjust yourself slightly. Forward, back, same process. Making sure we're getting nice power, especially on the way back. That's where we're looking to really exercise today. Try and make the power range equal in going forward and back. Ready? H! E! Sun! She! Go! Back! H! H! Hit! G!
Yeah.
Ash! E! Sun! Sheep! Oh!
Yeah.
And narrow.
Hush.
Okay, so we're going to move on to a real nice, simple combination. Okay, we're going to be in the fighting position. We're going to have the left leg forward. As we go back, we're going do the Gyaku ski. So this is slightly easier than people feel point ski is. Generally, people are happy at hitting Gyaku because they feel a little bit more powerful. The backhand, it builds up more momentum. Okay. What you need to make sure that you do is as you step back, try not at the moment to really angle and then come back. Try and keep this shoulder a little bit forward, and we're going to push the weight forward still. Okay, so in our fighting stance, we've always got a natural angle. Some people can stand really square, but the danger is you might get hit a lot. Okay, so from here, we're just going to keep that power running forward at the moment. We're not trying to do too much with the body just yet. We want to make sure that we don't do this. This is our main objective right now before we move on to more complicated stuff, more complicated stances, and multiple techniques. Okay? So it's really important that we leave this shoulder forward here. Okay? Once we've done the punch, we're just going to rotate round for a more shigeri giran. Nice and easy. Okay? Should be fairly easy. Once we're in position with the punch, we should be able to rotate round here quite nicely. The normal trouble is when we're leaning back, that when we do this. But because we're looking to leave the punch here, it allows for a nice rotation with the legs to, again, generate a bit more power. Okay, but do concentrate on this shoulder, not pulling back here at the moment. We can work on rotation, additional power a little bit later on. Everybody understanding, everybody okay with this so far? We've got 10 on the right, or 10 on the left leg forward, should I say, going back, 10 on the right leg forward, exercise, and then we're going to go over to Wesley where he's going to give you an adaptation or maybe an extension off of that. Okay, all good. Ready? Left leg forward, 1, 2 is 1 count. Okay, ready? Let's go. And back forward. Right leg forward. Don't forget, when we go back, we want to be ball of the foot here. Okay? Don't anchor here and then try and do stuff. As we're going back, ball of the foot, piercing the ground, body weight going forward. Okay? Good, good. 1, 2. Right hand, left leg this time. Let's go. Ready? Good, good. Okay, right. We are going to do an exercise which involves us going backwards a little bit. Okay, so what we're looking to do is we're looking to push up, down, back in position. Push up, push back, in. Okay. Pushing ourselves back. Try and make sure that your body weight stays over the hands whilst we're doing the push up. Just 10. Okay. Ready? H. Push back up. E. Push back up. Sun. D. Oh. Right. tidy your gear up, and over to Wes.
Us.
Before it rips apart.
Get yourself a quick drink, guys.
Push.
All right. So, as we just did with Darren, we shifted the weight straightly. Well, the weight was still there. We shifted backwards, made the connection, and followed up with a low kick. Us. We're just gonna make a slight adjustment to this. We're focusing today on backwards fighting, backwards techniques. So again, this combination out of Sensei actually is going to be backwards as well. But we're gonna use 1, 2 to make some really long distance and attack with the right hand. So what I'm gonna do, whereas we were here, Darren's combination probably close 5, 1, straightly get in there. We're now gonna make some more room. 1, 2, back. So it's gonna be 1, 2, and again, get a wash kiri. What we want you to do is backwards, attack, connect, forward, connect, and follow up with the get and wash kiri. We'll stay with the get and wash kiri because probably maybe the body's not fully warm yet. Are we clear on this? 10 on the left, 10 on the right. All good? Cool. There we go. Got my tape. And itch. Knee. Sun. She. Go. Rub. Sish. Ash. Go. Last one. Shash. Aisha. Malate. All the way around. Right then. And itch. Knee. Sun. Go. Rub. Fish. Cool. Last one. Good. All right, shake loose and easy. No exercise right now. I'm gonna go to the next stance, which is Kokotsudachi. After this, I will give you a combination, then an exercise, then we're going to go back to Mr. Trainer. So, just to be sure for the people who are in, it's going to be most of the time as big as a normal fighting position. Not for myself and Darren Stringer, because our fighting position is a little bit longer, but most of the time it's going to be 1, 2 steps, maybe a little bit outside. This is probably the correct one for you at a Kokotsudachi. So, we're just going to start off with the basic. What we're going to do, I'm going to yoi. This means I'm going to normally want to go forward within Kyokushin. At this time, you're just going to step back into Kokotsudachi and back. Step back, Kokotsudachi and back. This is just the basic element. We will do this 20 times. This means 10 on the left, 10 on the right, but we do it alternate. Good. We're good to go? Joy this, joy. You can do whatever with your hands. Leave them here, go there, Kamadachi, whatever. And itch. And back. Knee. Back. Sun. Back. She. Back. Go. Rub. Sish. Ash. Ku. Shia. 10 more. Ich. Ni. Sun. She. Go. Rook. Sish. Ash. Ku. Shia. And now ready. Oh, shake loose. Okay, so it's all about not going back for a small step and having to adjust yourself with the front leg. Step back, 1, 2, straightly into position. This will probably take you 2 movements. 1, 2, 1, 2. Also, you have to feel, you can't always see what's happening there. You have to feel the right angles, the right position. Also, this is just like in fighting. You have to be in the right position for yourself to go back. Also, this is the same in kata. Only thing is, we normally know which way to go. Also, Zenku Tsudachi is probably used most of the time forward. Also, when you do Kion, Ido Gaiko, stuff like that, you can do this forward, backwards, and stuff like that. But Kokutsu Dachi is actually used backwards during kata. Also, we go, for instance, like there, 1, 2. Also, so from out of the twist, you're gonna use this stance and be in the right position for next technique and stuff like that. Also, so what we're gonna do, let me do it this way. We're gonna stand over here with the right leg into Senku Tsudachi. Also, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go into Kakedachi and make sure I'll be in the right position. Also, this is the first count, second count, 1 more back, and that's it. Also, 1, 2, stay there with the right leg, Kakedachi, Kokutsudachi, Kokutsudachi. Also, no hands yet, it's just about turning and twisting yourself in the right position. Also, we will make 10 on the right leg, 10 on the left leg, then 1 more exercise with, you can't see my face, I'm just, we're gonna do 1 more exercise with arms. Also, right, so, there we go. Right leg, left leg, right leg is in front, left leg will be anti-clockwise into Kokotsudachi. Edge, knee. That's 1, good. Knee, hey, good. Sun, she, hey, good. Go, ready. Rock, hey. Sish, hey. Try to twist your hip into Kokutsudachi. Ash, hey. Good. 2 more on this side. Good. Yeah. And the last one, people. Yeah. Yeah. And now ready. Us. So now, left leg in front, backwards, backwards. Us. There we go. Hey. Knee. Hey. Thank you. Sun. Hey. She. Hey. Go. Hey. Rook. Hey. Sish. Hey. Ash. Hey. Cool. Hey. And the last one, people. Shit. Hey.
Yeah.
And alright. Us. All right. So, last technical bit we will do in this position is we're gonna stand over here, oisuki, right Zenkusudachi, right oisuki. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna over there and bring it back. Us. So I'm gonna do high toe into nukite. Us. So it's gonna be one and back and in side pie. You can go even more, but it's just about making after the turn into the right position, high toe uchi and back. Us. 10 on the left, 10 on the right, or 10 on the right, 10 on the left as we start off with the right leg in Zenkutsudachi. Us. Everybody clear on this? No questions? Good, 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 good. Oiski. Us. And there we go. Itch. And back. Knee. Sun. Chi. Go. Rook. Sish. Ash. Cool. Last one. Shit.
Yeah.
And now ready. Other side. This is probably a little bit harder as the right leg is normally forward when we do this into kata. This might feel a little bit different, but it's good to do this on both sides. Be in control. Maybe use this for a demonstration. One is doing it in the opposite way. Us. There we go. Go backwards. 1, 2. Us. There we go. 10 times. Itch. Knee. Sun. Shi. Go. Rook. Sish. Hash. Cool. Last one.
Yeah.
And now ready. All right. Shake loose. Us. Good. So let's transform this into a fighting position. Us. And we're gonna make it a little bit easy. Us. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna stand over here. I'm gonna be close by. Us. What I'm now gonna do, I'm gonna use my back leg, my giri, with the front leg. Us. I'm gonna step away, so I'm gonna be over here, close distance, make some adjustment, my giri, gyakuski. The most important thing is, go backwards, my giri, gyakuski. Us. You can do this with several hundred of techniques. Us. Just go into the basic. Really try to make yourself a little distance. 1, 2, and back. Front again. Us. 10 exercise over to El Stringerito. Us. Good. Kamaite. Us. Imagine, close by. Inch. Knee. Sun. She. Go. Rock. Fish. Ash. Push. Last one. Aisha. Malate. Other side. Us. Left leg, make the movement, make the space, and go in again. Us. There we go. Knee. Sun. Sheesh. Gosh. Rush. Sish. Ash. Goose. Last one, last one. Yes. Aisha. Exercise. So, what we're going to do, people, we're going to stand over here. We're going to bring our full body down. Do not put the knee on the floor. Us, from out of here, go into position. Maigiri, back. Fully down and up again. Us, 5 times on the right leg, 5 times on the left leg, because it's Technical Tuesday. Us, not Thunder Tuesday, tropical, whatever. Us, there we go. Come on, take. Us. And itch down. Ay. Knee down. Ay. Sun. Ay. She. Hiya. Last one. Go. Hiya. Good. Other way around. Us. Control. Hiya. Knee. Sun. Aisha. She. Aisha. Last one. Go. Aisha. Good. Us. Quick little drink. And over to Stringer. Sensei Stringer. Us.
Everyone okay so far? Intense? Able to feel that your power's good going back? Hopefully. Good. Couple of thumbs. Couple of nothings. Couple of thumbs. Okay, so we've been working backwards, of course, because that's the theme of today. So what we're going to be doing is, as we're going backwards, Wesley's being effectively pushing back, drawing in, and then the gyaku afterwards. What I want us to do is, we're going to be in a fighting position. We're going to edge the weight back onto the front leg, and we're thinking about the front leg, either Gidan, Chudan, or Jordan, whichever height you feel comfortable with at the moment. And remember, it's not about how flexible you are, it's how much value for money you get out of that technique each time. Okay. So from here, we're going to shift the weight. As we do, we're going to hit Oitski. Okay, so we still need to make sure that the weight's going forward, because we don't want the person to compress right onto us. Yes, we can move back, but we're not thinking about that right now. We're thinking about holding the weight and dropping it back. Okay, and this comes into where Wesley was saying about opening this hip a little bit more in this situation. So we're going to be here, 50-50, drop back, Get this knee starting to go forward here. This knee, if it starts to go back, the bum starts to go back, the punch starts to lean, and then lifting up afterwards then becomes your problem. Okay, so we want to make sure we're here. Push forward, back, good bend on the leg, knees forward so that we can pick this at whatever height we want. Okay, in position, pull back, push. 1, 2. Okay, nice and simple. Just need to think about where the weight goes and keeping this forward. Here I am in neutral. Here I am kokotsu, so that the knee is ready to go forward. All understand this? We good? Excellent. We'll start off with the left leg forward, punch, kick, Jordan Shuden or Gidan, 10 on the left, 10 on the right. Then we'll move over to the next stance before we do some exercises. Okay, so no exercises at the end of this round. Okay, let's go. Ready? Remember, stance, push, kick, whatever height you want. And you can vary it around. It doesn't have to be the same height all the time. Okay, ready? Here we are, neutral, edge. Go. And legs, other side. Open, around. Okay? Get down, shoot down, draw down, whichever one you prefer. Okay? Ready? Let's go. Edge. Good, nicely done. Okay, body forward, making sure, even though we're leaning back, we've got most of the weight here, we want the body weight to be going this way. Okay, not to lean back, really struggling with the drawdown for washing. Okay, right, so the next stance we are on, Sanshin Dachi. Okay, now, very similar in a lot of ways to a lot of fighting stances. Obviously, we will not fight like this, though. That's probably obvious to most people, but I'm just putting it out there in case it's not. Please do not fight like this. Probably you're going to hit it really badly. Okay, so let's try and avoid that. Morashi Dachi is probably a much more suited stance. It might be a little bit longer. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to be using hizzas, okay, in our stance, which means that we need to obviously adjust the feet, do the kick, and then readjust them back once we land. Please do not leave the foot like this. Yeah, I can do it. I'm pretty flexible, but I quite like walking around with good knees as well. Please make sure we adjust this all the time, much like you do even if you're in a fighting stance. We have to adjust to do the kick. Don't just reach against the grain of the knees, so to speak. Okay, so we're in through the dachi. We're going to be moving back in position, okay, and then back up, much like we do with the Yakusai Dai. When we come through, in, and then we come up and then back. Okay, we also go back in the likes of Sanshin no Kata as well. So we are very used to going backwards in Sanshin Dachi, and because the stance is really short, it gives us no problem, hopefully, in our balance and able to stand nice and straight. Okay, so we're going to start off, we're going to be in position, up, in. Back with the left, up. 20 just to warm up with, and then we're going to start adding in the knee kicks as well. Okay, show you my feet, make sure that you can take note of which leg we're on, but mainly that I'm not doing it wrong, hopefully. Okay, so Furudachi, again, hands wherever you like them to be, Furudachi or gammon cover, it's entirely up to you. Okay, ready? Yay! Right leg will go back first. Edge, in, back up. Left leg, knee, in, back up. Sun, shi, go, rug, edge, edge, hip, shi,
Yeah.
edge, knee, sun, shi, go, rug, edge, edge, yeah. On, cheer.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, excellent, nice and easy, nothing too complicated there. Okay, so, see me facing it this time. It's probably better if you don't, to be fair. So, this time, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing kick off of both legs. Okay, so we need to pay attention about where we're going. When we go back, we can kick off the front leg, land in Sanshin. When we come back in to Furudachi, we're again going to then kick off the back leg. So back into Sanshin, adjust our position, Hiza, adjust our position. Coming back, adjust forward into Fudu. Okay, back, right, forward, left. Okay, back, Sanshin, kick, front leg, Sanshin. Back leg, forward into Furudachi. Okay.
Yes. Every time we switch off with the leg, right? So the first time we go first back to the right, and then we go back with the left one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
We're going to go right leg forward, left leg forward. You need to think about which Hiza with right leg, right leg, for etc. Okay, we're only going to do 10, so we're not going to do loads. So it's one count. We're going to move backwards, Hiza. 2 counts, forward, in. 3, Hiza, back. 4, in position. Okay? There's not many, but quite a lot to think about. Okay? All good? Understand? Ready? Excellent. So, Furudachi, in position, yoi! Moving back with your right leg into Sanshin. Left leg, Hiza will do the position. Okay? Okay, I'm not telling you no more than that from now on. Hopefully I'll remember there as well. Ready? H! E! Sun! She! Go! Cut! Ash! Ash! Yeah! G!
Aisha.
H! E! Shia! Okay, good. So we get a feel now. This is a really easy neutral stance to be kicking and punching from. Everybody's balance, as we said before. If you're struggling with your fighting position to start off with, try to mimic this position to start off with, because it's going to be the best foundation for you to get going. Not the best position for you to be in necessarily, but it's going to be the best position for you to get going. Short stance, easy to transition the weight quite easily from side to side and forward and backwards. Quite limited in the distance that you can deliver, but we're starting out. So, having said that, let's move on to actual fighting positions and give you a little combination. Right, so we're going to be in naturally a fairly short stance here. Both feet are pointing forward. Please, as I said, do not adopt the Sanshin position where your feet and your knees are kinking in so much. Okay, so we're going to start off nice and easy, Shtasky, Hiza, and we're going to be stepping forward. Then what's going to happen is we're going to go Shtasky with the same hand, Hiza, step back. Okay, so we're now starting to get a bit of a feel for the movement that we need. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, exactly the same techniques. Left hand, right leg. Left hand, right leg going backwards. Everybody understand this?
Us.
Right. We're going to do 6. So 6 counts is 1, 2 forward, 1, 2 backwards. Okay, that is 1. 6 times. 6 times on the right, change legs, 6 times on the left, little exercise, and then we're going over to Wesley where he can give us something fantastic from a very short position. Okay, ready? And remember, this is alien to me and Wes as well. Neither of us fight this short ever. Like, no, even if we're close together, we've got a longer stance than this. So, alien for some of you. We've been fighting a certain way for a long time, so it's a little bit alien for us as well. We've all got to adapt to these situations. Okay, let's go. Ready? Short stance, in position. Ready? Edge. Hand. Last one. Right. And change the legs for what it's worth. Now the right leg is forward. It's only a little change. Okay. Same thing this time. Right Shtasky, left knee. Right Shtasky, left knee, going back. Please try to keep your balance really good here. It's a very short stance. It shouldn't be too difficult. Don't try to do this to think of getting the knee really high. What you need to do is bring it up to the chest. Don't have to lean back right now. Okay? Ready? Right leg forward. Out!
Yeah.
Good. Excellent. Good job there. It's not easy trying to adjust from one stance to the other. We've gone long, we've gone backwards, now we've gone even. Okay, so well done. Hopefully by adapting it through these stances, gives you a little bit more idea of where your stance sits with that. Okay? Right, so we're going to be there, nice and even, and going back. Going back. Okay? Just keep going. I'm going to say itch, go back a couple of steps, and come forward. Remember, not like this. In. Try and stay good, focused in your central line. Okay? Just 6. Okay? Here, let's go. Bounce, edge, and back. Deep. And deep. Out. Right. Shot. Just have a quick drink, and then we're going over to Wesley, where he's going to show us some tricks.
Us. Have you seen the time trigger? Darren, have you seen the time?
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
It's crazy again, isn't it? Good.
We're kind of on target though, so that's okay.
Sort of. Good. Right, everybody got a quick little drink? Us. Okay. So we're going to work on something where you don't really want to be, but there might be a possibility you will be in this position. Us, especially if you have an opponent that kind of smothers you and makes you kind of on your heels. Us, normally we say don't twist your feet when you do punching. Also, because when you twist your feet, you see the knees the other way around. If you get a low kick right now, you are very, very, very not happy with the position. Also, the only thing, so we're still in like a short distance stance. What we're gonna do right now, my opponent is close by. I'm gonna push from this foot, so from my front foot left in this time, and I'm gonna push to the side. So I'm kind of making this position and push to the side. As I'm pushing to the side, I'm gonna really drive in the body. So I'm gonna be driving in the body. At this time, because I'm stepping that way, my opponent will probably think there's going to be a low kick, a Jordan Mawashi from this leg. What I'm going to do something fancy because we're nearly there. We're going to use a Shiro Mawashi Giri from this leg. This is already twisted in a little bit. So this means we can really catch the opponent. I'm going to be over here. Let me show it to you from this position. I'm going to be over here. I'm going to push from this foot over there and Ushiro Mawashi from the back legs. Probably you guys, have you seen $1 Million Baby, the boxing film? There is a little bit where she gets told that she needs to push from the leg to make the punch. But you don't stand over there and be in this position. It's very important that when you do this, you're going outside, and either if your opponent will attack the leg, you can step away, or you can finish him or her with a Shiro Mawashi Giri, what we're going to do right now. Are we clear on this? So we're going to do this 10 times, but the first time will be with the right leg, the second time will be with the left leg, right, left, 10 times in a row. There we go. Short distance. Now you can still stay left leg in front, but now you're going to push the other side and now bring the Shiro Mawashi Giri from the left leg. There we go. Sun. Go. Rock. Six. Move. Ash. You were a bit quick there, Darren. Good. Last one. Move. Good. And no exercise. So, next stance, we've got a little less time than the other ones. It's going to be Kibadachi. So, what kata are we going backwards in a Kibadachi? Please tell me. Yes, Damon. Damon was very quickly. In Senshin, we go backwards into Katagaruma with Kibadachi. So we're just going to do it without Katakiruma. We're just going to stand over here into Furu Yoi. You're going to bring your body into a straight line, twist your body. Os. Back, twist your body into Kibarachi. Os. Right leg back to Furudachi, left leg back, Furudachi, 20 times. Os.
Os.
Right, there we go. Yoi. And ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Ruk. Sish. Ash. Go. Yeah. Yeah. Ish. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Ruk. Sish. Ash. Go. Last one. Yeah. Yeah. And all right. Us. So quickly, because I would like to give a combination exercise, and Darren, one more time, a combination. We're going to do the same position. So we're going to be standing over here. We're going to do right over left into Katakiruma, and we're going to be controlled. Also, I'm going to stand over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Us. We only do 10, but it's kind of like we do Senshin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Us.
Os.
Are you clear on this?
That alternate leg, sorry, Sensei.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. I was there. I was gonna go there. Alternate legs. So right leg in front to the back, left leg to the back, right, left, right, left. Only 10. Yoi. Right leg to the back. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Back. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Ruk. Sish. Ash. Cool. Shia.
Yeah.
And now ready.
Os.
Us. Good. So, quick little combination. Us.
Os.
As we just did when we went back, when we twisted the hips, the arm, left arm or other side, the arm is going there for itself. Us, it doesn't cost you any trouble. When I'm in a short stance and I want to give a really strong hook, I have to adjust my body like a boxer or a boxer, adjust my body. Us, when I use Gibadachi backwards, my body is gonna twist itself. Us. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna be in a short stance. Again, we're working a lot backwards today. Us. So I'm gonna be in a short stance. I'm gonna make left high, bring this up, go backwards, and it's gonna 1, 2. Us. So I'm gonna go chest. This is just bring the body a little bit backwards. Chest, long, 1, 2. Us. Chest, back, liver, plexus. Us. No kicking now, just this. 10 on the left, 10 on the right. And really try to use your body, hips, everything in there. Us.
Us.
My take. Ish. Knee. Sun. She. Go. Rook. Fish. Ash. Chest. Liver. Cool. Malate. Other side. Us. Again. Chest. Back. Hook. Plexus. Us. You can go back. Forward. Use the leg. Us. There we go. Edge. Knee. Sun. She. Go. Rook. Fish. Ash. Go. Last one. Aisha. Good. All right. Ice skating exercise. We just go left, right, but we only go on my count. 1, you stay there.
Us.
My count. Us, left, right. Good.
Us.
Down, nearly 90 degrees, and itch. Stay there. Knee. Sun. She. Go. Rook. Fish. Ash. Cool. Last one, people. Last one. Stay there. Yeah. And shake loose. Good. Quick little drink, and then probably got time for one more exercise. Well, sorry, one more combination. Quick little stretch. Hopefully, again, this is useful for you guys.
Because this is one of the areas that most people fall down on. Everybody loves to go forward. If you think about it, when we practice pads, we're always going forward. How often do you get a combination that makes you, as the person doing the techniques, going backwards? Probably not a lot, but you should. You should be practicing, because it's going to happen. At some stage, you might get tired, or someone's stronger than you, or someone's just better technically than you. You have to move. You have to deal with the cards you've been dealt, I'm afraid. And if it's going backwards, and what you're used to doing is this, well, I'm afraid there's only one result, and it's going to be the other side is victorious. Okay, so we try to think about this.
People having better techniques than me. I have it all the time.
Same here. People are bigger than me, they're stronger than me, they're better than me. Why do you think I've been going back my whole life? Okay, right, so Kibadachi. Now I'm going to steal this from Hanshi, because he loves this analogy of Kibadachi, and really you can turn Kibadachi into your strength based on where you thought was a weakness. So for people that have trained with Hanshi, you've probably done this before, but he always relates Kibadachi and doing like a kind of a junski as being a good position for you to be in if the person blocks. Because what will happen is if we're going to be going backwards and we're going to be doing this, okay? If the person blocks me this way, I'm already on the way round for an Ishiro Mawashi. If I go back and the person goes this way, I'm already in the position for Mawashi Jerry Jordan. Now, Hanshi taught this to me many, many times and many, many years ago. And probably many of you have experienced the same thing, but it's actually a really clever thing. It's actually a really clever thing, because if you're going back and this happens, then you've already got the natural movement and the natural space to spin around. Yes, you need to adapt, and yes, you need to do the technique. Of course, if you go back in this way and then he blocks you out this way, then you've got the natural rotation to flow through. So I'm going to leave it up to you which kick you would like to do. Okay, but you need to make sure that you adapt. In position, is he taking me this way? Therefore, I do a mawashi. Is he going this way? Therefore, I do a mawashi rather than an ishiro mawashi. And you can test this out on the person as you're going through. You know, a really good fighter that does this is Roger Gabor. He goes back and he's in a really good kind of semi-kibadachi. He has superb balance and really good execution of flamboyant kicks. He's amazing. Seriously, if you've not seen him, check him out. Hungarian fighter. He won the world tournament in 2009. He's phenomenal. He's really, really good. But he uses this all the time. And if you're going back and you hit and the person blocks you this way, 9 times out of 10 they're going to block you that way again. So you know, I'm testing out 1, 2, 3, bang. If he blocks you the other way, then you go the other way. But more often than not, as a autonomy within your body, the same reaction happens. It takes a really clever person to keep you this time, this time, this time, this time, this time. So you're not really sure what's going to happen. But most fighters, they tend to operate by automatic status, what they're used to doing the most. Okay, and you test it out every time. Okay, so we've got 8 to do. Okay, in either Washi or Ishiro, and then we've got 8 on the other. Actually, no, we'll do 5. We'll do 5 and 5. Okay, so because of time, we're going to start off in a Fujidachi position, drive back, and we're just going to be in an unrealistic stance position here. Actually, no, we'll go in one of them short sanshin approaches. Back, hit. We're going to hit with the left. We're going to kick with the right. It's either going to be a mawashi or an ishiro mawashi jordan. Okay? Up to you. Up to you which one you do. Okay, ready? So left leg forward, going back, right, left leg, left arm, right leg. Get it right, Stringer. Okay, ready? Let's go. Edge! Knee! Turn! Last one. Go! Steer! Good. Right leg forward this time. Okay, don't forget. Back. Give yourself the angle. What's my option? Jordan Mawashi, Ishiro Mawashi. Okay, you decide. Or you create. Okay, ready? Let's go. Edge! Last one. Go! Good work.
Us.
My toes sore today. Okay, do we have time? No, just get yourself a quick drink and we'll have a little stretch to finish off with. Okay?
Us.
If there is any questions, you can now use the chat for approximately 10 more minutes, and then it's night time.
Yeah. Very much night time. Okay? Again, hopefully all of this stuff is valuable and useful to you all, even if it's in a different concept of how you throw techniques, how you move. You need to understand the basic procedures that you need to go through. Okay? Right. So, let's go 2 shoulder widths apart, legs apart. Take the right and twist to the left foot. And twist through and up. Relax down to the center. Come up, and now twist through and down. And down to the center line again.
Nice.
Okay, this time staying low, and now twist and just touch the foot, right hand, and just be wherever, but mine's on the top of the leg at the moment. We're going to try and twist in a little bit on the next set that we do. So just nice and low for now. And down to the center line again.
Nice.
Switch through to the right. And relax down to the center again.
Nice.
Okay, this time try and take your right hand through, back on the heel, and then the left hand on the outside of the heel, and pull yourself in. Or around the ankle or the leg if you can't quite reach your long legs like me. Back on the center line, and one more to the left and center again, and then we are pretty much done. And twist through the back on the outside, and pull yourself in. Back to the centre, last one. Up you come. Slowly. Legs loose. Rotate hips. Itch. Knee. Sun. Shi. Go. Untap away. Itch. Knee. Sun. Shi. Go. Semi-20 up. And we are at the end of another Technical Tuesday. Hopefully it was really useful to you all. Some people look like they're in actual pitch black darkness out there.
Yeah,
Damon, not paid your electricity bill, mate. And someone else looks like they're in the garden in the pitch black. No, I mean, hopefully it's really valuable to you. It's really important because the kata which Wesley used last, Senshin, actually there's not just the kataguruma but several steps that happen in that where you go backwards. Skinno kata, for example, you're going backwards. Gyakusai Dai, Senshin, there's a few katas out there that you are going backwards, and you can't afford to do all the good work going forwards and then that one technique you do going backwards or that one fighting technique that you do backwards undoes all of that hard work that you've put in going forward. You need to be versatile, adaptable, and as much as a complete fighter as you can possibly be. It's never going to happen, don't get me wrong, but if we can always try and do the best we can, and everything we do has to be effective. Everything. It can't be kind of, well, I've got one really, really amazing technique and, a lot of not so good ones. We're looking for consistency, and consistency is key in all of these elements. Okay. Well done. Super, super well done today. And again, a heart-warmed condolences go out to the Rowlands family at this tough time. Hopefully, I'm sure they've got plenty of friends and family around, but we just want to pass on our regards as from KRT. So thanks a lot.
Well, again, well done. As Darren said, there's not much for me left to say, but one thing. A lot of people think about going forward. A lot of referees, most of the proper referees now at the time, they understand, but I can still remember when I started fighting. I'm a person, but I can still remember that I started fighting, and most of the referees, like 80, maybe 85% of the referees, only look at you as the losing fighter or not the strongest fighter if you go backwards. Whilst it's a big thing of my style, a big thing of Gary O'Neill, fighters like that, to go backwards and really throw in the techniques. And especially if you look at a kata, kihon, a kumite, doing it backwards, it's really, really, really hard, because you are the one making the adjustment. You are the one, whilst you're going back, still working a lot to be in the right position. So it might be even more important to think about those kind of techniques than only going forward. Obviously, you want to go forward, you want to close the distance, bring down your partner, but very important to think about the rest. Thank you all. It's been amazing, and thanks for sharing the respectful moment in front of at the beginning of the session for Sensei Gareth. He will be missed greatly, and thanks again for everything. Boss.
Yes, awesome stuff. Welcome, Damon, as always. You can unmute yourself now. I muted a couple of you because some noise was coming out when Wesley was speaking, but if you want to unmute yourselves now, you can.
Thanks, guys. That was really useful, really, really helpful. Love it. And the one before,
thank you.
On the sides and stuff. It's all really helpful stuff, I think. Thank you.
Glad. Thanks, Amaya. Amazing. Good to see you again.
Thank you, Osh.
It's Saturday, right? Next one.
Is it Thursday this week?
I think
No, because this Thursday I'm on squat session, so I think it's another Saturday session.
Okay.
Yeah. Because two weeks were the same, and then the third week was going to be a little different. Because I'm going to be on squat session again at Nintai at Stefano.
Yes, I think you are right. Yes, the 12th.
Yes.
The 12th is Saturday. We're on this week for Saturday. I'm just looking at the email.
Yes.
Okay.
At the same time.
2 o'clock on Saturdays, 2 p.m.
Yeah.
UK time, that is. UK time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Excellent. See you hopefully Saturday.
Thank you, Darren. Thank you, Wesley. Thank you. Us.
Nice to see you, Jazz.
Bye-bye.
Yes,
Catch you later,
Us.
guys.
Thank you.
No problem.
Obrigado. Us.
Pois não há.
Thank you.
Veronica. Catch you later.